Welcome all to Revolt Pro Wrestling. I am Dan Muldoon, and tonight we continue our road to the Clash of the Champions with a great lineup of action. We will bring you 2 first round matchups in our television championship tournament. We will see Loki take on the Golden Star Kota Ibushi, and the debuting ACH will take on Daga. In our main event tonight, we will see the Ring General Walter go to war with Eli Drake. In other news, the Shane Strickland saga continues. When we arrived at the arena tonight, flyers and leaflets were posted all around the locker room area, and it seems like there's been a $20,000 bounty put on Shane Strickland's head. Now, these flyers have been handed over to the authorities as they continue their investigation into his attack. But for the moment, it looks like Shane's going to have to watch his back. Now straight into the action with Lost Parks versus The Addiction. On their way to the ring, accompanied by Selena De La Renta, Lost Parks. The last time we saw Lost Parks was when they assisted Bestia 666 in his victory against Mance Warner and Outlaws Inc., refocusing their attention back to the tag division and looking to clip the wings of the high-flying team of Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, The Addiction. On their way to the ring next, the heavy metal rebel Frankie Kazarian and the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, The Addiction. The Addiction making their debut a couple of weeks ago on Revolt Pro Wrestling Extra when they defeated the Colognes. So adept in the art of tag team wrestling that their opponents couldn't even make a tag. They completely isolated Epico, and afterwards we saw Primo and Epico have a couple of words as they are not doing so hot at the moment. But Frankie and Christopher certainly flying high here in Revolt, perhaps have their eyes set on not only Revolt Pro Wrestling Gold but also those NWA Tag Team Championships. And we're underway. Mio to LA Park with an inside cradle straight out the gate, but the veteran Frankie Kazarian kicks out at 1. You'll have to do more than that, Hijo. Hijo now snaps him over with the power slam. Brings him to his feet. Frankie kick to the midsection. And a big neck breaker. Irish whip sends him to the ropes. Hijo able to avoid that one, winds it up but gets caught by Frankie. Frankie lifts him for the suplex. Hijo out the back door, on the shoulders, and a poison Rana, taking Frankie Kazarian over, and he's making the tag now to LA Park. Here comes the Destroyer. LA Park double leg takedown. Have to say, Hijo gets better every week. I see him in LA Park biting the skull of Frankie Kazarian, a veteran luchador, willing to do anything to get the win. Nice suplex. Goes for the pin. Frankie kicking out at 1. And LA Park, the dancing skeleton, strutting his stuff. Takes his eyes off Frankie for the moment, and now Frankie with those clubbing blows, beating him all the way back to the corner, and he tags in Christopher Daniels, and both men go to work now. Double back elbow to the Destroyer. Christopher Daniels dropping the elbow. stomping away. Working on the right arm. Completely twisting it around. Trying to separate it from its socket. Irish whip. Looks for the leg. LA Park, all too aware, slips out of it. Has an arm. Picks him up. Backbreaker. LA Park and Hiho tagging in and out effectively. Christopher Daniels takes over Hiho. Lifts him up, and out of nowhere, Samoan drop. Very nicely done. Now Daniels with the tag to the heavy metal rebel Frankie Kazarian, who starts by stomping on Hiho de LA Park, and now just ripping at the mask of Hiho. Hiho Irish whip sends Frankie over the top rope onto the apron, pulls him back in through the middle and top rope. Clubbing blows to the back. Has him hung up, and then a backstabber. Rope assisted backstabber. Hiho improving all the time. Every time I see him, he impresses me. Frankie able to get out of that one that time. Hiho now in enemy territory. Tag between Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. And a double back elbow for Hiho. Tempted to crawl there and make the tag to LA Park, but Christopher Daniels cut him off with that stomp. Daniels picks him up. Hiho out the back door, pushes off Daniels, and now an inside cradle on Christopher Daniels. Daniels out of one. Hiho with the snapmare soccer kick between the shoulder blades. Hiho going high risk now. A frog splash straight into a pin. Not even a 1 count. Hiho and LA Park working very effectively here. Oh! Selena De La Renta just sliding that steel chair in at the right moment that LA Park took Christopher Daniels over, and he landed on that chair. Christopher Daniels crawling away, making the tag, and here comes Frankie Kazarian. LA Park cuts him off. Now what does he have in mind? Cameraman transfixed on Selena De La Renta, but look at the big man fly! Suicide dive by LA Park, and Lost Parks are looking good here. Referee needs to get that chair out of ring. Frankie Kazarian with no support in trouble. LA Park with the pin, but very impressive. Frankie Kazarian out at 1. And once again LA Park strutting his stuff like only he can do. Big blow. Christopher Daniels getting to his feet on the outside. Finally back up on the ring apron, able to support his partner. Kazarian fighting out a corner, and a big lariat by LA Park. And LA Park biting Frankie Kazarian, and now a bulldog driving his head into the mat. I think, yeah, Frankie Kazarian is bleeding here. Cut open the hard way. But he won't give up as he drops LA Park onto the back of his skull. And now Hiho getting involved from the ring apron. Referee having a word. LA Park sent into the corner of the Addiction. Frankie stamping a mud hole in the center of LA Park's chest. And the Addiction now utilising the quick tag to great effect. Have LA Park isolated and cut off from his partner. The tables have turned in this. Basement drop kick. Now LA Park trying to crawl to his corner, but Christopher Daniels cuts him off with the pin lateral press, hooks the leg, and Hiho comes in and takes out the ref. and Christopher Daniels takes out Hijo. Ref momentarily down. I hope he's okay. He's getting to his feet now. Looks a bit shaken, but Christopher Daniels sends LA Park to the corner. Big forearm and a knee for good measure. Flatliner. Now the submission hold. Hijo only getting to his feet now. But LA Park is in serious trouble. Trying to escape, but Daniels has it locked in tight. He's not letting go. That vice-like grip. And LA Park taps, and the Addiction pick up their second victory in very impressive fashion here in Revolt Pro Wrestling. We now turn our attention to the NWA Television Championship Tournament as the Lone Wolf of Brooklyn, Low-Key, takes on the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi. First to make his way to the ring, the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi. Ibushi debuted on Revolt Pro Wrestling a couple of weeks ago when he took on a former rival of his, Kenta. And what was billed as a dream matchup and potentially a renewed rivalry between the two ended in a display of great sportsmanship when they both shook hands and put their rivalry to bed. Now, if that type of sportsmanship isn't the mark of a potential NWA champion, I don't know what is. Could possibly be one of the reasons the committee selected him for this tournament. He'll be looking to go all the way. But standing in his way will be the Lone Wolf of Brooklyn, Low-Key. On his way to the ring, the local boy from Brooklyn, Low-Key. Now, Low-Key was not initially selected for this tournament, but when he faced off against Sami Callihan, Sami, as usual, resorted to underhand tactics to pick up the victory against Low-Key. He struck Low-Key below the belt, pinning him for the 3 count, but watching on monitors in the back was Aaron Anderson. Aaron Anderson came to the ring and got into a verbal confrontation with Sami Callihan, eventually deciding to overturn the decision of the referee in that matchup and removed Sami Callihan from the tournament and in his stead put Low-Key. Low-Key, now considered to be one of the favourites for this tournament, will certainly be looking to go all the way and get his hands on that NWA Television Championship. But Kota Ibushi will definitely be no pushover. Fans firmly behind Low-Key as always. Could they be the difference here tonight?
Every time I step in the booth, I speak the truth. Y'all know what I'm bringing to you. I bring the truth. Motherfuckers know who I be. I be the truth. What I speak shall set you free. Ain't nothing changed with Zeke. I'm still stuck in the kitchen. So outside, that's fine. Still stuck.
There it is, folks, the prize they're all fighting for, the NWA Television Championship. The referee rings the bell and we get into the action. Both men tie up. Kota Ibushi pushing Low-Key back to the turnbuckles. Referee looking for the clean break, but Low-Key slapping the face of Kota Ibushi. Competition here in Revolt definitely heating up as we head towards the Clash of Champions. Low-Key now with the octopus stretch. Centre of the ring, Kota with nowhere to go, but able to power out and drops him with that side slam. Kick to the back, drops the elbow to the lower lumbar area of Low-Ki. Comes into his feet. Up he goes, looking for the Hurricanrana. Low-Ki with great power, stopping it, and power bombs Kota with authority. Low-Ki, educated feet now, strikes to the chest. One to the head. Straight into the armbar. Referee checking on Kota. Ibushi fighting out of it. Snapmare by Low-Ki. Short back elbow by the Golden Star. Looking for a lariat. Low-Ki with the go behind. German suplex into the pin. Great bridge. Kota Ibushi out of one. Low-Ki back to the educated feet. Irish whip sends him into the corner. Follows him in with a northern clothesline. As Ibushi by the scruff. Strikes in the corner. Turns him around. Oh! Super kick to the face of Kota Ibushi. Ibushi trapped. Couldn't do anything about it. Low-Ki perched on that top turnbuckle. Comes off. Hurricanrana. All about Low-Ki here. Ibushi rolls away. Irish whip sends Low-Ki now to the corner. Follows him in with a big forearm. Stomps on Low-Ki and gives him the bird. Definitely a bit of intensity here being shown by both men. Oh, and lights up the chest. And now the release German. Golden Star taking over. Low-Ki. Oh, rolling Kapu kick out of nowhere. Devastating maneuver. Up kick by Kota Ibushi. Looking for the clothesline, but Low-Ki with the drop toe hold. Kota Ibushi hung up on that middle rope and a big knee lift. Low-Ki back to the top turnbuckle. Dragon attack, but Kota Ibushi gets the knees up. Spinning back kick. Chop to the chest. Dumps Ibushi to the outside. Follows him out. Referee begins his count. Looks for that Kapu kick again, but Ibushi able to sidestep. Kick of his own, but Low-Ki blocks it. Both men exchanging strikes on the outside. Ibushi opts to go back into the ring, but gets caught by Low-Ki. Low-Ki with that face buster. Pulls him to the center of the ring, double foot stomp. Soccer kick, devastating blows by both men. Irish whip sends the Golden Star to the ropes. And again with that German suplex. Near fall. Low-Ki wearing down the Golden Star. Could be looking for that black magic. Yes, he is. Fakes the insecurity and then the heel kick to the back of the skull. This match taking its toll. Low-Ki not able to go for the pin straight away, but maybe he didn't want to as he sends Ibushi to the turnbuckle. Ibushi reverses. Low-Ki out with the elbow. Both men in great physical condition. Low-Ki missing that insecurity. Gets caught by Ibushi. Ibushi looking for that last right powerbomb. Lifts him up for the extra elevation and brings him down hard. Great ring awareness, pulling Loki away from the ropes, and Loki could be in serious trouble here. Referee begins the count. Great heart by Loki, kicking out at 2, and Kota Ibushi cannot believe it. And Loki fighting up, out of it, jawbreaker. Places Ibushi precariously on that top turnbuckle, follows him up. Now we've seen this once before. This is how he finished PJ Black. Oh my god, that avalanche Falcon Arrow. Referee begins his count, hooks the leg all the way on the shoulders, and Loki advances in the television championship tournament, and he'll be happy about that one. Commiserations to the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi. But Loki, the one the fans all wanted to see, picks up the victory. The action continues with competition from our women's division, when we see the First Lady of Hardcore, Lufisto, take on the opinionated Chelsea Green. And here she is, the diva Chelsea Green. Chelsea thinking very highly of herself indeed, but not so much of her peers in the women's locker room, claiming that she couldn't possibly see how many of them got their contracts in Revolt Pro Wrestling, in particular Santana Garrett. But Santana went out and showed her exactly why she's here. Chelsea will be looking to back up her words tonight with a win over Lufisto. But if there's any woman who can put manners on this young lady, it will be the First Lady of Hardcore, Lufisto. Preparing to make her way down the aisle at this time, the veteran Lufisto. Lufisto couldn't ask for a better start here in Revolt Pro Wrestling, picking up a win against Su Yung 2 weeks ago. What was an epic battle, and a match that many are still talking about. Lufisto took out what was considered the number 1 woman here in Revolt Pro Wrestling, and has since set the women's division alight and looks to continue her hot streak with another victory against Chelsea Green. Referee rings the bell and we're underway. Lufisto quick across the ring, but Santana Garrett cuts her off with a kick to the midsection. Drapes her over that top rope, and using the ropes to her advantage, stomps away on the left arm. Jawbreaker by Lufisto, back to her feet, runs into the knee of Santana Garrett, and Santana Garrett with the single leg drop kick. Back to work in the arm. Drops the knee across the throat and grabs that chin lock. Cranking away on the neck of Lufisto, looking to wear her down. Follows Lufisto into the corner with those knees and back to the arms. Looks like Chelsea Green has a game plan here. She's going to pick a body part and wear it down. Lufisto taking over. Drives her head into the middle turnbuckle. That one definitely going out to Su Yung. Chelsea Green back to her feet. Lufisto taking her down with a couple of strikes. Chelsea Green back in control now. Throws Lufisto to the ropes. And a big back elbow. Chelsea Green so far not able to back up those strong words that she had a couple of weeks ago. So hoists her up, swings her around for that jawbreaker. Now into the big swing. Trying to disorientate Chelsea Green. Get her off balance. Goes for the pin. Hooks the leg. 2 count. Chelsea Green rolls the shoulder. Back to her feet. Short elbow to the midsection. And then a bulldog. Chelsea Green all over Lufisto at this point of the match. Goes for the pin, hooks the leg, but using the ropes for extra leverage. Lufisto able to power out, much to the annoyance of Chelsea Green. Catches her now, pump handle driver in the centre of the ring. And a bit of showmanship. Fans on their feet here. Clothesline. Another clothesline. And then that heel kick. Lufisto starting to fire on all cylinders. She steps it up a gear. Fireman's carry. Swings her around. Look for that jawbreaker again. Straight into the cover. 2 count again. Now stalking Chelsea Green. Could be looking for the Emerald Flosion, and that's exactly what it is. Straight into the pin, lateral press, hooks the leg all the way on the shoulders of Chelsea Green. But Chelsea, great heart and determination, mustering up all her strength to roll that shoulder. Leg drop across the arm. Drops the elbow. And now with the submission attempt. Hyper extending the leg of Chelsea Green. Referee keeping a close eye. Chelsea Green rolls out of it. Catches her coming in and a snap suplex. Lufisto rolls away, looking for the back elbow, but misses. And now Chelsea Green firing up. Sweeps the legs out from underneath Lufisto. Tries out with elation. Lufisto, nice takeover, kick to the midsection. A Faymaster driving the face of Chelsea Green to the mat. Once again looking for the Emerald Flosion. If she hits it, that could be lights out for Chelsea Green, and she does. Straight into the pin. Referee at 2, now 3, and Lufisto picking up the victory against Chelsea Green, and her hot streak in Revolt Pro Wrestling continues. We now return to action with another first round matchup from the NWA Television Championship Tournament as the debuting ACH takes on Selena De La Renta's foot soldier, Daga. As the boos fill the Nassau Coliseum on his way to the ring, the arrogant one, Daga. Daga, as always, accompanied by Selena De La Renta. These two a fine pairing. Daga believes that anybody and everybody is beneath him. Now they say actions speak louder than words, and Daga's actions thus far do not tell that story. He was defeated by Pete Dunne a couple of weeks ago. He'll be looking to change his fortunes here tonight and progress in the NWA Television Championship Tournament. Also, I'm sure Selena De La Renta will be delighted if he wins, as her troupe not doing too good here in Revolt Pro Wrestling. Earlier tonight, Lost Parks were defeated by The Addiction. In contrast to the boos for Daga, it is now cheers that fill the Nassau Coliseum as we see the entrance of ACH. ACH, a big free agent in the world of pro wrestling, was snapped up by the Revolt Pro Wrestling Committee and obviously held in such high esteem was immediately entered into the TV Championship Tournament. What a meteoric rise it would be if he could make it all the way to the final and claim that championship. Fans very happy to see him here indeed. Here we go. Both men tying up. Daga pushed him off. ACH very quick on his feet, rolls him up. Daga kicking out just as the ref's hand came down for one. Oh, and a big chop lined him up. Striking away on ACH. ACH battling back though with strikes of his own. Both men going toe to toe in the early going. Daga takes him over, beats him all the way back into the corner, pushing him face first into the turnbuckles, rolls through and a big German out of the corner, dumping ACH on the back of his skull, now with the basement drop kick. Goes for an early pin of his own. One count, ACH able to kick out. Swinging neckbreaker. Say what you will about Daga, as arrogant as he may be, as he goes to the ground and pound. You can't deny his wrestling ability. He was on full display in that match against Pete Dunne a couple of weeks ago. That match now considered to be one of the best matches so far in Revolt Pro Wrestling's short history. ACH cuts him off. And an exploder. Telling Daga to just bring it. Forearm. Puts him in the corner. Sunset flip into the pin. Daga out once again as the ref's hand comes down for one. ACH playing up to the crowd a little. Very well liked here by the Revolt Pro Wrestling fans. Neckbreaker of his own. Ducks the clothesline, follows it in with a lariat Daga smartly rolling to the ring apron, buying himself some time. Oh, and an enziguri knocks him off the ring apron. Now ACH, very accustomed to coming off that top turnbuckle with the frog splash. Daga able to get the knees up. It's a long way to drop onto those knees, and now picks him up for the short power bomb. ACH back in the ring. Daga turning him over. A swinging neckbreaker off the apron. Now we have padding on the outside, but that maneuver, all impact. Not much the padding will do, and he's going for it again. Working on the neck of ACH. Kick to the midsection. Pump handle. Oh! Daga very happy with what he's doing to ACH. And ACH sends him hard into that ring post. Takes control of the matchup now. Springboards off with the drop kick. Looks for another drop kick. Daga pushes it aside, picks the leg, single leg takedown. ACH pushes him off and a forearm. Back to the top turnbuckle, going high risk once again. He's off the top, flying cross body. Daga catches him, rolls through. Side slam. And now ACH to the outside. And Selena De La Renta getting involved in this one. Throws him back into Daga. Wants Daga to finish this immediately. Daga now with that reverse figure 4 by the looks of it. ACH able to battle out. Props Daga against the ropes. Dumps him to the outside right in front of Selena De La Renta. She better move out of the way. ACH likes to fly. And suicide dive. Pushes Daga into those barricades. Selena De La Renta backing off. ACH turns as it. No, he wouldn't. Threatening a strike on Selena De La Renta. Rolls Daga back to the ring. Daga catches him coming back in. Oh, and what innovative offense by the Arrogant One. Modified flatliner. And a code red straight into the pin. ACH very quickly out of that one. Daga setting him up, looking to finish. Sweeps the legs. And into that submission. ACH with nowhere to go. But able to fight out with knees and strikes. Daga pushed him off. ACH able to roll through into the pin. Very close fall, nearly caught Daga off guard. Oh, and a face buster. And again Daga back to that same maneuver. And now we see a display of that arrogance. He must feel like he has this in the bag. Clothesline. Another clothesline off the ropes. Heel kick. Brings ACH back to his feet. Looks for the kick to the midsection. ACH says no. Front headlock. Arm breaker. Oh! A cradle DDT. ACH certainly loves to fly. Once again going to the top turnbuckle. 450 to the knees of Daga. Drives all the air out of the lungs of ACH. And a big flare-like chop. Front headlock. Kick to the midsection. Lifts him up. And brainbuster into the pin. Close fall. ACH certainly in trouble here. Daga now taking a page out of ACH's book. Goes for the frog splash. But likewise ACH gets his knees up this time. Inside cradle. Daga is hurt. What a matchup. These men trading pins back and forth. Irish whip. Drop down. Leapfrog. Ducks the clothesline but doesn't duck that one. Swinging neckbreaker. You can see the toll that this match is beginning to have. Daga goes for the pin. ACH just about to roll the shoulder. Excuse me, just about able to roll the shoulder. Double underhook. Lung blower. Daga off the top and again eats the knees. Both men having an answer for everything their opponent is throwing at them. ACH with a Falcon Arrow. Submission attempt. Knee in the spine of Daga, just bowing his back. Bending and breaking, and a flying neck breaker. Daga showing no quit. Oh! Once again planting ACH. Daga with the submission maneuver. ACH in big trouble. Daga has the Hell's Gates locked in. And that's it, folks. ACH has tapped on his debut, coming up short. What a win for Daga. I'm sure Selena De La Renta is delighted as he advances in the NWA Television Championship Tournament. Finally, our main event of the evening, Eli Drake faces off against the ring general of ring camp, Walter. Making his way to the ring for his main event match, Eli Drake. Eli experiencing a mixed bag of success here in Revolt Pro Wrestling. He lost against John Moxley, but then picked up a win against the Butcher. Usually running his mouth on Twitter has been very quiet the last couple of weeks. Maybe finally realizing that it matters what he does in the ring and not what he says on Twitter. Here comes the 300-pound man mountain and leader of Ringkampf, Walter. Walter disposing of Tom Lawler in his last outing in Revolt Pro Wrestling. Tom Lawler, a thorn in the side of Ringkampf since day one. He defeated Timothy Thatcher and Veit Muller. And it was left up to the ring general to get it done against Lawler, and that he did. He made Lawler tap out with the Gojira clutch in a submission match. But something to note is that Jon Moxley then came to the ring and got in the face of the ring general. Obviously seeing the ring general as his main competition in Revolt Pro Wrestling. And since they've been conducting some psychological warfare against each other. Jon Moxley in action last week. He defeated Michael Elgin, and the entirety of Ringkampf came to the entranceway, sarcastically applauding him. These two men definitely set on a collision course. It's only a matter of time now. Walter takes over this match. Puts Eli Drake on the top turnbuckle, takes him off with a hip toss. And he is currently all over Eli Drake. Rolls him over for the pin, forearm in the face of Eli Drake. Just a 1 count. Eli Drake now taking over the big man. Looks for the kick, but Walter rolls away and regains control. Knee to the face. Fireman's carry. Big gutbuster. Walter over 6 feet, dropping Eli Drake down onto his knee. Now locks in the camel clutch. Eli Drake able to get to the bottom rope. Referee calls for the rope break. Eli Drake with the Irish whip, back elbow, but just bounces off Walter. Walter saying no way. Eli Drake pushed him off and Walter takes him down with a big forearm. Eli Drake with very little success in this matchup. Sidesteps that one. Oh, and what a lariat. Nearly decapitating Eli Drake. Brings Drake back to his feet. Picks him up and slams him down. Hooks the leg. Near fall. Eli Drake just about able to kick out. Rolls to the outside now. Needs some separation just to gather himself. He's being absolutely swarmed here by Walter. Walter again. Fireman's carrying a big flapjack on the outside. Very little padding there. Up into the fireman's carry again, but Eli Drake out the back door with that reverse DDT. Referee up to a count of 4. 20 count here in Revolt Pro Wrestling. Sends Walter into that table there, reserved for the New York State Athletic Commission judges. Not a ringside. Walter now with that blitzkrieg-like attack. Swarming all over Eli Drake. Referee up to a count of 10. And bounces the head of Eli Drake off the hardest part of the ring, that ring apron there. Now decided to roll him back in. Big man stalking Eli Drake. Could be looking for the Gojira clutch, and that's what it is. Hooks that arm under the chin, falls back, wraps the legs around Eli Drake in serious trouble here. Referee checking on him. And Eli Drake left with no option but to tap out before he passes out. And Walter picks up the victory here. What a specimen. But it's John Moxley. John Moxley come to return the favour. Gets right up into the face of the ring general, and these two men are exchanging words. Will we see it go to blows? But folks, unfortunately that's all we have time for here tonight. I've been Dan Muldoon and this has been Revolt.